Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Thank you for joining me. This is going to be another one of those creepy video reactions that I love to do so much of. This one comes to us from Frostmere TV, and it is called Scary Videos You Can't Watch Alone Again, number 27. So let's not waste any time. If you are new here, hit the subscribe button and join the Muddy Corgi pack. Let's get rolling.
The following video was shared by two young men from Aguascalientes, Mexico, who were on their way back home after a gathering around 2:30 a.m. They drove past a supposedly haunted stretch of land, on which ironically a kindergarten was built a few years ago. What really caught their attention was a set of swings, on which a young girl could be seen, which is quite baffling, since this part of town wasn't known to be the safest, and a girl alone that late at night. Pretty strange.
Está Colombia, es en Colombia. Escúchenlo. Si le da madre ese güey. Güey, vean.
It certainly does look like a child. On the swing set.
No seas mamón, no, puerco. Le da madres, güey. No se anda como. No, güey.
But how do we know it's not like just 6 o'clock in the evening and this kid's out playing on the swings?
Makes all of that even stranger is that another video surfaced, which was recorded by a young man with the name Alfonso Lopez. Unrelated to the first video we saw, he as well heard about the creepy ghost story of a girl that seemed to be haunting the very grounds of this area. He was also on his way home that night.
A la niña del columpio. Vamos a ver si es cierto. Izquierda, derecha.
Aquí a la derecha, güey. No mames, el pinche columpio, güey. Espérate, güey, no mames, mira. Güey, y son los dos, güey.
Okay, I see the swing
No,
moving.
no mames, güey.
¿Neta?
¿Cerco, güey?
Sí.
Come to find out, neighbors in the area were telling stories about an unfortunate accident that had occurred at the scene, in which a young girl named Mariana was involved in a fatal accident after leaving the kindergarten one day.
Güey, perdió el foco esta madre, güey.
Ever since, several people speak of that young girl that can be seen close to the swing set at night. And maybe these drivers have captured proof that this tale might actually be true.
Yeah. That one is... I don't know about that one. I mean, like I said, we don't have anything that specifically tells us that there was no actual child on that swing set. However, the figure just black, shows no color of any kind being highlighted by the lights in the background, but still, and we don't see color in the trees either. So was that a ghost, or was it just a kid out playing on the swing set? I mean, it's really hard to tell. And then the second guy, all he captured was the swing moving, and it wasn't moving to the same extent that this was, where you could say that clip number 1 caught the entity swinging on the swing, and clip number 2 came by and captured the exact same motion but without the figure. So it could have just been there was a kid there, the kid got up and left, the swings were still moving, but it looked creepy because they were exposed to this story about a girl dying on and now haunting the swings. I don't know. I'm not saying fake. I'm just saying I have questions. And this is just one of those things that we can't know for sure because all we have is a video. And we can't go back down there and say, okay, young lady, who are you? What are you? Why are you here in the middle of the night? You should be at home, or something like that. So, I'm not creeped out too much by this. It's just unexpected sighting, I guess. Anyway, moving on.
The following has been shared by April Crisanto to a paranormal Facebook group. She states, "This happened during Zoom training. We were just talking about random topics until it led to paranormal encounters and experiences. That's when one of the trainees shared that he's residing at this haunted apartment for 7 years now, and he said that an apparition of a child and woman can be seen there.
I don't think he actually had to tell them that he was residing in a haunted house, apartment, whatever. I think the haunt shared that information for him.
Paranormal activities like doors shutting, and anyone who sleeps there would get nightmares of a child sitting on their chest and loud knocks on their concrete walls. Now, let's see what happened during this Zoom meeting.
Appeal po na i-take nila. So guys, it's already 12 p.m. You may join Vince sa Google Meet na link sa calendar invite and nawa sa to tain na. Hoy, age. Ako'y nakita sa likod nimo. Ayan na lang. Dito sa pikas, sa pikas, sa pikas. Sa pikas.
Asa?
Na ako'y nakita.
Oh man. Wait lang, di mo
Dira. Wisit, tindog yun akong balahibo. Dira. Nanapay ni, I don't know kung ni Agi or kamot or legs. Marag ni gitaas or nai ni Agi. Or marag nai ni Ana ni tindog kadali, I don't know. Sorry, naka-curse jud ko kay nakuratan ko. Anyway, unya na lang. Tanahan na to ang video niya. So, sige guys, you may join Vince. He's waiting. So, 1 o'clock will be your lunch break, okay?
We can clearly see some inexplicable activity unfold right behind the man, and apparently without him noticing at all.
It's interesting that it started out as the white object coming up, and then I saw a dark shadow pop in, which I hadn't seen in the smaller version, but very interesting.
His colleagues believe to have seen arms, legs, or perhaps a person. So, could this be the paranormal entities that are said to be dwelling in his home?
Yeah, I think so. I I will give him his haunting. Yeah.
Voice Evil has uploaded the following video. He wrote that a buddy's grandfather of his had died recently and that they were cleaning out his old shed. A friend of his buddies took over the house, but unfortunately had to leave the place after a few days due to scary poltergeist activity. One evening they heard some strange noises from the shed, and the uploader stated that he wanted to record what was actually going on the property. This was his recording.
His grandfather had really creepy taste in interior design. Is that knives? Like right in here, does that look like a knife chandelier or something? I don't know. And what's up with all the red paint, black graffiti or something? I would have doubts about a family member if I entered their shed and found that. Lots of doubts. Okay, what was that? Did y'all see that? Right over in here? Was the shadow that kind of lunged or flew or something? Right there? That's creepy.
We see a black object that is being thrown. But what was it? And who was that? Was it the doing of a spirit, perhaps? The grandfather of his buddy? Let me know what you guys think.
That was another one. Bats, maybe?
Stephanie1228 has shared the following TikTok. In the clip, we learn that her beloved Rottweiler unfortunately had passed away 3 months ago. Losing your pet is always a very sad experience for the owners. But in this case, Stephanie believes that the spirit of her dog still visits her once in a while, and her CCTV camera apparently could capture him romping around on her property. See it? Could this be legit? If it isn't a bug on the lens or another weird anomaly, maybe her dog's spirit is reliving some nice memories from the past.
Yeah. So hard to say with that because we don't get like the image of a dog, just a black spot that runs through. I'd like to think it was her dog.
This man decided to record his new dog while he was off for the night to make sure that Doggy didn't mess up his apartment. Then at a later point, the dog seems to get scared a little bit, as if there is somebody with him in the room that he doesn't like or know. Then the camera falls over, and we can see something really weird that looks like a person, but not really.
The ghost of a dog trainer? Okay, I'm gonna say the dog knocked it over.
Is it an intruder or something paranormal?
Very difficult to say. Very creepy, but so out of focus. How do we know what it is?
Now we're looking at a video recorded by Corgi333, who shared this clip on Reddit. He believes that he might have recorded the spirit of his deceased pet, following his cat into a room. His post reads, "This is a video from my camera in my house. I used it to see what my cat gets up to when I'm gone. You can see my cat go upstairs, and soon after, something follows him. He's the only animal in the house. We used to have a small dog, but he passed away 4 years ago. Let's take a look." And then the recording ends. So, what was going on
Could
here?
have been
You can clearly see the cat go
a
upstairs,
dog.
and there appears to be a blurry shadow following her. Can we believe the reports that this might even be the spirit of their deceased dog? It is likely. Or is this just a bug? Or
Kind of
maybe
looked
some
like it had
dust
a
in the
little
room?
terrier type face on it.
Let me hear your
And it
explanation.
looked at the camera. What do y'all think? You know, I want your responses down in the comments below. I wanna see them. I wanna know what you think.
The next video comes to us from the channel Mystic Ghost. Mystic Ghost is a team of paranormal researchers based in Texas. They write that their mission is to seek out allegedly haunted locations, authenticate evidence of the paranormal, research all paranormal stories, and conduct scientific methods, plus metaphysical approaches during investigations. But actually, what makes this sighting so different is that it was captured in one of the investigators' own homes. When the resident received a motion alert from their dining room security camera, they were truly shocked at the capture.
Okay, now we all saw the chair moving, but what is going on back here? Which looks like if it was human, it would be right in here. Let's just slip back a little bit here. Okay, so there was like a light anomaly, and yeah, then a shadow forming. Oh, this is very weird. Oh, well, that
The
was
chair is seen
nice.
sliding from the dining table, pulled by an unseen
Not many
force.
poltergeists actually
To make
put the
things even
furniture
more
back where
unsettling,
they
look
found
out
it.
the window on the left. Something can be seen moving rapidly outside the window. It's hard to make out the shape of the figure. It is all black and moving sporadically before disappearing again once the chair is pushed back into its original position. Do you believe the shadow in the window and the chair moving are connected?
Yeah, probably. I
Or
would believe
just a
they're
strange
connected.
coincidence? Is it possible that the entity was trying to get the attention of someone inside the house? Let me know your thoughts on this one. This clip was uploaded
As he said, let me know your thoughts on this one.
by Jose Maria, who supposedly loves to go on hikes and caving adventures with a friend of his. This night they were just on their way home from another caving trip. So while this was not technically captured inside the cave, it was still in pretty close vicinity to the cave. The area around is said to be haunted since the dawn of time, and the young man's helm camera
And
might
who
have
was
captured
keeping
a glimpse
records
of
back
that.
then? Ooh, I saw something creepy. Yeah. That's creepy.
Whatever they captured here seems to be
Really
a pretty
weird.
small statue, and was perhaps wearing a black dress. Pretty
Doesn't
strange, isn't it?
look like our bike rider
Also, something
noticed.
seems to be wrong with this thing's face, and it does look like straight out of a nightmare. They have no explanation of what that could have been, other than one of the lost souls, which are said to roam this area. Perhaps. Next, we look at another CCTV recording that was captured by David Lacroix. He sent me a message on Facebook and told me that a ghost, apparently, had been caught in an adult story. It is unfortunately unknown if it was himself or friends that had recorded it at the time. Yet, all of them seem to see it on the CCTV recording when watching it together a bit later. Let's see.
Hold on. I have to go all the way to the beginning.
Did he say this was a doll store or adult store or something else entirely? I did not catch that. Hopefully, like, not an adult store.
At least I'll get the beginning. Like it jumps. How come their activity is space? Do you see this?
How it's that space? Huh?
There's your
There it goes.
right there.
There it goes. But we saw it slowly move
Yes.
to the silicone.
So it went over here, it went over there, and then it went this way.
So
Yeah,
that's
but
not the
on
spirit
here-
of a Roomba?
Moth or bug or something. But it's huge though. Look at the flash off. Yeah, it's right there. Oh my god, it's a blur.
There, it's moving.
It's moving that way. And it's black. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, that is so my god.
Did you
Oh my
see
god, I saw that.
it? It flew to the corner.
It's just over the corner. Oh my god. I have it on tape.
So, what's going on here? It's a pretty
Really
small
weird.
object that
Weird.
appears on camera and is
Really
almost
creepy.
semi-transparent. It could be a bug, like one of the
Could
ladies
be.
has pointed out. But how did they notice it in the store then, at the time? Maybe a light anomaly? Hard to say.
But what's the black thing? I mean, if it was a bug on the lens, it would not be coming out from between two objects. Because the objects aren't on the lens. So a bug on the lens would be walking over the aisles, displays, right? Not between them, hidden by one of them. Not a clue what that was.
This video was uploaded by Diego's Bikers. Diego has long suspected that his apartment was haunted and actually had caught a few paranormal sightings in the past. You might remember the haunted children's tent. It was not odd for things to move on their own in his home, and for strange sounds to be heard when nobody else was supposed to be home. In particular, it seemed whatever spirit was living in Diego's home had a great interest in children's toys, leading him to believe the spirits of a young kid might be haunting the apartment. One afternoon, Diego had a friend over, and they were just hanging out in the living room when they captured the following.
¿Cuánto?
Sí, hágale, hágale. Uy, marica, venga. Ñero, rápido. Marica, perro, lo grabé, Ñero, lo grabé, venga.
Okay, is it just me, or does the screams in the background from the TV kind of just add to the whole atmosphere of this?
The hand of a young child can be seen, reaching out from the TV stand and starts slowly opening the cabinet, but the hand is quickly retracted when Diego starts running towards it. He opens the cabinet, but the entity is nowhere to be seen, and the decorations of the shelves of the TV stands are seen undisturbed. Some viewers have wondered if this could possibly be a child who's traveling between multiple dimensions, and others have wondered if this might not be a child, but rather a darker spirit attempting to seem friendly. What do you make of this capture? A child or something much more dangerous?
Well, having seen a lot of video clips from Diego Spiker, I'm kind of tempted to believe it's more than just a child, the way it really likes to mess with his daughter or niece, the little girl who lives in his house. Very, very very like trying to lure the child in. I I would be very concerned if this was in my house.
This video was uploaded by Vicky Bram Show, and the woman tells us that it stems from a holiday trip. She and two of her friends went to Ireland that year. They traveled to the St. Peter's Church, and the woman was taking photos and shot video clips in there. On one of her videos, she noticed something truly odd appearing behind one of the cell door windows.
This is the door of the cell in Newgate Prison, where St. Oliver Plunkett was in prison for 8 months.
It's so weird.
Because he was the first ecumenical Christian priest.
So creepy.
Was it a ghost? Big speculated that it might have been the spirit of Oliver Plunkett, who found his end at Tyburn. He was locked in this cell for over 8 months. Could it be so? It does look like the face
Or
of
it could have
someone.
been just about anybody
Someone
else who'd
from
been in
another
that
time,
cell.
perhaps, doesn't
I'm
it?
sure in the
How eerie.
centuries of the history in that castle, that wasn't the only person locked up there.
Now, the next video
Yeah,
was shared
very
by
strange.
Donny Drunkard. It's a YouTube channel which is owned by Mark, and he's one of people that I totally believe to be living in a haunted place. And this is apparently one of his latest investigations, and he says that he caught an actual spirit down in his basement. Can't wait to see that. So this happened during a live stream, which makes it even better, I feel, you know. Always harder to fake if you want to fake it. So this is the dark hallway in his basement that some of you may be familiar with. It's where he stores all the booze.
Bottle position in
Bottle
front
position in front of the bucket, eh?
Okay.
Referring to that one. Alright.
Camera can't stay focused. There's presence in the hallway.
Somebody threw that bottle.
Camera can't stay focused.
Or it fell. Yeah.
And now the bottle is on its side.
There it is. And there we have it, guys. So this thing always pops up at the end of this hallway. It's really interesting. I don't know. That is a demon?
Like I said, I felt like somebody is out there in the hallway.
Yeah.
And clearly they're... Blood of Jesus Christ.
Oh, is there something in the distance? Something lights? Like, hard to see. Looks like here.
Seems to
Well, I
be
feel
getting
there's
much
something. Let's take a
darker.
look at the
Like it can't
brightened up
hardly-
version.
Like, yeah, that is seriously gotten dark.
Oh, yeah, look at that. Wow, look at that. It's like a torso walking. Wow, that is creepy. Look at that. At the time that thing is present down here, there seems to be something manifesting out of the wall. And I don't know if it's just small or if we only can see its upper torso. And there's no legs. But there's clearly something walking. I actually believe that's one of the best sightings that Mark has come up with over the years. I've never seen that thing before.
I've never seen his hallway look quite so dark before. That was very, very strange. So, y'all, what did you think? Let me know down in the comments below what you thought about these video clips. What about the girl on the swing? Do you believe that was a ghost? Do you think maybe it was just a child from the neighborhood? What are your thoughts on that one? And all the others. I mean, like, what do you think about the events that go on in Diego Spiker's apartment? Is this the first time you've seen anything from there? Do you need to see more? Because there are a lot of clips from his apartment. Same with Donnie Drunkard. There are so many things going on there. It is truly amazing. But I am going to wrap this up right here and now. And I will see you next time. Don't forget to subscribe, like the video, leave a comment, and I will see y'all later.